Hello everyone, welcome to NextGen AI Academy. Hope you are doing good. In the introduction to Matplotlib video, we understood one thing. We use numerical and categorical data as input to generate the charts and plots like this. Here comes the knowledge of statistics. So before we start learning about each charts, we must have a clear understanding about the types of data. That is, what do you mean by numerical data, categorical data, and so on. Now learning statistics itself a big task, I know that. So what I have decided is, let's learn parallelly important statistics concept that needed to apply in the Matplotlib using real-time data science project. Okay, what is statistics? Statistics is the discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data. In simple words, it's art of learning from the data. What we will do, first we will collect the data and we will organize, because the data will be structured or unstructured. We have to make it a clean data. From that we will analyze what type of a data. From that what we can interpret for the future, and finally we will try to present the data using the charts. You can see few examples like probability distribution function, histograms, then line plot. Like this we have to try to create the charts. It's very easy to create these type of a chart, but we must know some rules. If you are going to compare a two parameter, which chart it will suit. For that we must have a good idea about types of data. So before we start that, few important terminologies you must know it. First one, what is population? Any selection of individual grouped together by a common feature can said to be population. Okay, let's consider our case. We human being. If someone says the population of human, it means every person in the globe are considered. If you say population of India, it means every person in India are counted. We are not going to leave anyone. It's like everything counted. Then what is the population of animals? Like that, when you say population, it means everything. And then the next important terminology is sample. To make things more easier, we can't do our analysis with all the population, and it is impossible to get data of every population. So what we do, we take a sample from that population for our analysis purpose. So sample is a set of individuals or object collected or selected from a statistical population, that is this one, by a defined procedure. Let's see with a simple example. Now we all aware about the COVID vaccination. Tell me one thing, when medical companies want to test this medicine, did they test it in the entire population or sample? Of course, sample. Because in reality, we can't take risk by testing the medicine in the entire population. That is equivalent to vaccinating the entire population, which is not feasible. So what they do, they select sample from this population. For example, if we consider India, they choose sample from different states and union territories. Based on the results they conduct on the sample, they will get whether the vaccination is good or not based on the probability percentage. That is, whether the vaccination is effective and is there any side effect on this vaccination. After the testings are done, finally they convert everything to the probability. In the data science project, all the test data we are going to use are sample test data. We never deals with the population. Hope you got idea about population and sample. Okay, let's move on to the main topic, types of data. The data are classified into two types. First one is qualitative data and second one is quantitative data. The qualitative data is also called as categorical data and the quantitative data is called as numerical data. All the data will fall under these two categories only. The qualitative data is nothing but non-numerical data that is usually textual and a description such as yes or no response. And quantitative data or numerical data means the numbers, the data that can be measured with numbers such as weight, height and duration. Any numbers, whole number, decimal numbers, everything fall for numerical data. In the numerical data only we can able to perform the arithmetic operation, but in categorical data we cannot perform the arithmetic operation. In this video, let's focus more into the qualitative or categorical data. Categorical data divided into two scale of measurement. Totally we have four scale, two for categorical data, two for numerical data. So in the categorical data, the first one is nominal and second one is ordinal. What is nominal? Nominals nothing but named or labeled data. What that mean? Let me tell few examples. Maybe first example, gender, that is male or female. Then blood group, O positive, O negative, so on. Third example, east, west, north, south. So these are all named or labeled data. Here you can't say male is greater than female. It's impossible to come to a conclusion. O positive is better than B positive. We can't tell that. And east, west, north, south, all the directions are just a named one. You can't tell east is greater than west. When you find such test data, then we can tell that as a nominal test data. Nominal means named or labeled data. Let me show few data set where you can find the nominal test data. Okay, consider the Titanic data set. We already learned this in the pandas. Here the gender, male and female group, this is a nominal. And also even the names is also the nominal. We can't perform any arithmetic operation. Then if you consider the ICICI ranking, all these team names are nominal. We can't tell one country is better than other country. This is all like a group. Then COVID data set. Here all the state names and union territories are nominal data. Whenever we see any test data like that, we have to make it as a nominal. Now one tricky question is there, usually happens in the data set. For example, the jersey number for Messi is 10 and Ronaldo was 7. It is mentioned as a number. Here we can't tell 10 is greater than 7 just because of numerical number. This number doesn't have any value. Sometimes when you come across such data, that will also fall under nominal. So what is the shortcut to find a data is categorical is whether we can do the arithmetic operation. Can we do the arithmetic operation between these two? Surely we can't do it. This is just a Jersey number. This number doesn't make any sense. So that's about the nominal data set. Now the second one, that is ordinal data set. Ordinal means we talks about the order of the data set. Mostly the customer feedback. First example, I can say customer feedback like very good, then good, then bad. Here I can surely say that very good is greater than good and good is greater than bad in terms of customer satisfaction. And then I can say high greater than medium greater than low. That's also possible. But one thing you have to remember, the distance between these two are not equal. We are not talking about the distance. We are just saying high is greater than medium, medium is greater than low. You can't say high is twice good as low. That's impossible to come for that conclusion. We are just comparing the order. The order is important. When we talk about order, that we call it as ordinal data. Okay, let's back to the Titanic data set. Here you can see this is a passenger class, first class, second class and third class. Even though this is a categorical data, but they mentioned like first class, second class, third class. Here, even though it falls using a numerical number, but it comes under the categorical data. In the categorical data, we can able to order this because first class is better than second class is better than third class. Here the order makes sense, but is it possible to do an arithmetic operation like plus, minus, multiplications? It's impossible. It means whenever we deals with the categorical or qualitative data, the first shortcut or a trick how to check is whether the arithmetic operation is possible or not in these variables. If it is not possible, then only I can tell it's a categorical data. Then the next step, whether it can be ordered or not. If we can order the data, then I will say that as an ordinal. If you can't order anything, it's going to be just name or label, then I will say nominal. So this is how you have to classify your test data based on the categorical. One small quiz. In the Titanic data set, we have a column called embarked. Embarked means from these three locations, passenger departure happened, that is CQS. So one is C, another one is Q, another one is S. Now we will apply the rule. Arithmetic not possible, so I can tell it's a categorical data. Just guess and tell whether this embarkation is a nominal or ordinal. If your answer is nominal, then you understood this concept well, because I can't tell this place is better than C is better than Q or Q is better than S. It's impossible to order it. So it's not an ordinal, it's a nominal. If you can able to order any group, then you can say that's as an ordinal. Hope you got a very good clarity about this topic. In the next video, we will learn about the numerical data. So totally we have 4 measurement: nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.